Hey everybody, welcome to Thermal Dog Outfitters. Thank you for coming back and enjoying the channel. If it's the first time, welcome. What we're going to do today is we're going to make, obviously in keeping with the theme that I've been doing for the last few weeks, is sticking the rocket stove. Again, no power, no electricity, no propane, no gas for generators, it's no problem. And that's the biggest thing I want to make sure you take away from this is, in an emergency situation where you just don't have any way to be able to cook, it may be cold, you may have lost power, everything, and just sometimes we're not as prepared as we'd like to be. So I want to give you some ideas, and this is what this whole series is about, is just different ideas on how you can be okay, how you can be able to cook, and there won't be an issue. And then also, one of the biggest stressful things is if you don't have fuel, how are you going to be able to cook? You know what, just going around and getting some branches is what I did. Here's a bucket, just a whole bucket full of a couple of branches that I just broke apart. And you know what, this right here, I don't need a bunch of wood. That's enough right there to be able to do what we're going to do. We're going to be able to do a little bit of a build. We're going to build this rocket stove. It's at a Cinderblock. It's really easy. I will say this much. There's a lot of people out there that say, hey man, you don't want to do it out of cinder blocks or bricks unless they're fire bricks, because these things can explode. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you to go ahead and build it and everything will be okay. The reality is, you know what, I've done this since a kid. I've never had that issue, so I'm not sure what people are doing. I've seen videos where they superheat these things up. They'll wrap them up, superheat them, and watch it to get them to watch explode. But you're in a controlled environment that they're heating them up 600 some odd degrees, and boom, 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 boom. Okay, so you know what? If you're going to do it under those conditions, do it. But the reality is, I can throw these things on a fire, and you know what's going to happen? They're going to crack. That's what the majority of them do. You see right back here, I have one that we made the last time out of bricks, and you know what? I've been playing with it over and over and over. I've done it for a long time. You know what? There's different types of bricks. Never had any issues. But I can only tell you is you do what you feel comfortable with. The reality is, this is in case of an emergency. If you need to be able to cook and do something, this is a neat project to be able to know how to make, how to do. Maybe just have it somewhere around your house in case you need it. You know what? If you want to do something like this, you don't have the cinder blocks, about 10 bucks. Go to Lowe's, about 10 bucks, and you can have one of these built. Those bricks is the same thing, about 15 bucks or whatever it may be to have that as a backup. To me, it's totally worth it in case of an emergency. So we're going to go ahead and do this one. By the way, I have an old grill, and I took this off of the old grill and that I tossed, and that's my burner. So I'm going to show you how to build this thing. We're going to take it apart, start building it, and we're going to cook something up. We're going to, what are we cooking? We're going to cook. Hold on a second. We're going to cook. We are going to cook some Wolf brand chili, authentic Texas style recipe. You knew that was coming, right? It's going to be a Texas thing. So we're going to make some chili, have some rolls with it, and some hot chocolate. I'll heat up some hot chocolate as usual first. Then we'll go ahead and cook this, and we'll warm it up, or whatever you want to call it. Let's get started. Okay, everybody, what I went ahead and did, took this thing apart so you can see how it's actually built. So here is the first layer that I'm going to be doing. And notice I have it, the top is flat. I don't want this right here because the fire is actually going to be on here. I don't want the fire down here. I want the fire on here. So that's the first piece. The next piece we're going to do is I'm going to do this right here. Okay. This right here. And what I'm going to do is put a separator, like if it was a regular one. But the reason that I'm using this, because I got an open slot right here, okay? And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this one, and you notice the open slot right here? I want to butt it up against this. So what we're going to do, butt it right up in here. Nice. Okay, and so what I've got now, I've got an opening through here, so I can get to, if you notice right up here, so I have an opening all the way through to where my firebox is going to be. This is where I'm going to be feeding the wood through. Then I'm going to take this one, and we're going to put it right up here. Put it right up here, like that. And let's see, make the middle one even. Okay. That's it. How long did that take? A couple minutes? See that? I should have timed it. And here's our little burner. We can put our little burner right here. So that way when we get the fire going, whew, this is so easy. I'm telling you right now. in an emergency, you can build one of these, take you a couple minutes, literally a couple minutes to do this, right? So now what we're gonna do is gonna go ahead and get our fire going. So let's do that. Let's go ahead. So we've got the wood here. I want to use something to show you as well. So we'll be right back. Okay, everybody. One of the things I want to use, because I just tend to like this, and I think these will last. You got these Duraflame fire starter cubes, and they come in a packet. There's costs about $5, and there's 18 in here. So what I wanted to try and do is see if we can't just use one. And I don't mean by one. What I mean by one is use half of one. And see if that'll start it. Why? Because in case of an emergency, you want to conserve as much as you can of the resources that you have. So we're going to use one little one here. I'm going to sit it right down in here. The wind is actually coming from that side. Most of the time, you actually want to face this opening to the wind. So I've got it a little bit backwards. That's okay. We're gonna see how all this works. Let's see if we can light this little cube and get this fire going. That didn't work. Let's try it again. Yeah. Cube starting. The cube is lit. The cube is lit. The smoking lamp is lit. So now we want to do a bunch of this little small stuff in here, so we can get it burning. All right. Get all this small stuff going here. Use all the little wood, little kindling to start our fire. All right. And then we'll shift to all the big stuff. So all the small stuff right now. Whew, as you can see, we got a nice little flame going here. Very cool. Very cool. All right, so we got the flame going. We're going to go ahead and put this on. And by the way, that cube, I used a half cube. Don't look, in an emergency, you don't want to waste your resources. Whatever resources you have, you want to limit them. So again, these things are pretty cool. I just turned a 18 pack into a 36 pack. I like it. It's all about being resourceful and recognizing what you have to work with. Okay, so we're gonna put this on here. Try not to get too burned while you're doing it. That would be me. What I'm talking about. So there we go. We got it burning. Okay, so we got it cooking. We're cooking with fire now. Like I said, we're gonna test this thing out. This is really pretty neat. And you're noticing that this had a lot of smoke in the beginning, but now once the fire gets going, you don't have a whole lot of smoke coming out of it. So it takes a little bit, but look at that. Oh, I'm going to show you the video of what it looks like in here. I'll show you that in a little bit. But look at this. Look at this. We're already got a nice cooking stove going, and but what we got to do is before I start cooking my food, I've made the decision that I got to have some hot chocolate. Those have been around and watched my videos. I got to have my hot chocolate. So we're going to put the water in here. We're going to throw it on there. We'll let that warm up, and then we'll do a little bit of chili. I love the blow of the whistle on this thing. So here we go. We're gonna put that on there. I need a little mini little kettle. I like it. All right. So we'll let that keep on going. We'll shove a couple of sticks in here. This is a nice piece. Shove it right in there, nice and easy. And now we're warming up. We'll be right back when this thing starts blowing. Oh, here we go. Here we go. He's getting ready to blow. All right, our water's hot. We're going to go ahead and start cooking some chili. All right. Put her right there. All right, everybody, time to get the chili ready. So, I hope you always have one of these. You should always have one of these can opener, a manual one, because you never know in an emergency if you're going to need one. You may not have electricity. Some of you have those cool electric ones. Well, you know what? You need to have one of these cool manual ones, because this may be all you have. You may not be able to power your stuff. So make sure if you have canned foods that you store, that you have plenty heat. Of these. Have a few extras. All right, so there we go. So we have that open. Put that over there. Let's take out our can gear. There we go. Tighten that one up there a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna put the chili in my little pot. Now when I want to come out as easy as I want it to, let's put it in there. Smells good. Smells good. Now we gotta get it cooking so we can do the taste test. The taste test. Always gotta have the taste test. So here's our pot. Covered. Put that in there. Let's get to cooking. All right. Look at that. Oh man, that is so cool. And while we're waiting for that, you already know, get our hot water. See how much we put in there. Make sure we have enough for our hot chocolate. There we go. Mix in old Nestle. Gotta have your hot chocolate. All right, now I'm good. Wash my spoon, mix in my hot chocolate. I'll use that to eat here within a minute. But, here's what I would tell you. I hope you guys enjoy these videos, teaching you how to kind of be self-sufficient, self-reliant, and not have to worry about how you're going to make it. If there's an actual emergency, you're not trying to figure out, how do I survive? Man, there is so many ways that you can create things. Now, over the next couple of weeks, I have some more really cool ideas as far as and really a lot of these have been used for a long time, as far as being able to make what we call rocket stoves. That's what this basically is. So, you're basically getting all this airflow coming through here and making it shoot through here. A little rocket, whatever you want to call it. I call this is where the afterburner comes out. It's kind of pretty cool, but this is a way to be able to cook this right here on the cheap. So, and it doesn't take a whole lot of wood, like I said. So that's the nice thing about it. So you can cook some meals, whatever you need to do. Like you see, I can heat up water. I can, if you got water source in you, and you don't have a way to be able to purify it, well, here's a quick way to. As long as you got your pot, there you go. Boil the water. And then take it off of there, put it in a water bottle, let it cool off, and you can drink the water. So again, be able to cook whatever you need to do. This is a neat little way to be able to do it. Is there more expensive ways? Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to show you a couple of other new systems that you can buy. That a lot of people are like said, hey, I don't know if I want to do it a Cinderblock or brick or that's okay. There is some stuff that you can buy out there, that rocket stoves that are really cool. We're going to show you one next week, and then the week after that, we're probably going to next week. I don't know. We'll see. We may do another trick for wood stoves that is kind of pretty cool as well, and just using logs and just using some maybe some 4x4s. It'll be pretty cool. That'll be in the next one. Again, we got some possibly the next one, or maybe the one where you can go on and buy yourself a cast iron one. That's again really cool. That's coming up. What's coming up really soon, and I'm really excited. It's all thanks to you guys. Is I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I'm excited. So some of you don't know, I had actually monetized my channel just a little while ago. And thank you. I appreciate all the views that you do. Amazon decides to give you a few dollars here and there because of you. And so what I'm really excited about is I want to tell you, but I'm gonna wait. You all have actually bought me something just by viewing my channel, and I appreciate it. And it's something I'm pretty excited about. It has to do with wood burning, and I can't wait to show it to you. I'm gonna wait till it gets cold. The temperatures are supposed to drop here real soon, right down into the teens, and so I think down to 12 degrees here, and that's not a normal thing here in Texas. Well, this last year went down to 0, so you know what, I can't say that. But normally around here where I'm at, that's not a normal. It drops down to 20, 30s, whatever. But we're going to be dropping down into the teens this week, and I'm looking forward to it. If I get everything here, I'm going to do a video on that gear, and I appreciate every single one of you for doing that for me, because I have that gear because of you, and I'm pretty excited. So I just wanted to say thank you, but I'll be showing it to you real soon. I'll tell you what it is, but I'm not going to. I'm just. It's on its way here, thanks to you, and we'll show you real soon. But we got to get some more wood on this fire, and then we're going to be tasting what this chili tastes like. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and check this and see how we're looking. Make sure you have some gloves. Ooh. Let's see how we're looking. See if it's warming up pretty good. Oh yeah. They're ready. They're ready. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, see that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's okay. The sizzling's stopping. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. Whew. All right. Let's see what this is going to be like. Woo-hoo. That's pretty good chili. I already knew it was. I don't know if you've tasted this before, the Texas style. Wolf brand chili. No beans. Authentic Texas recipe. Ooh. And on a cold night. Listen, everybody. Again, I enjoy you hanging out with me, and I enjoy doing these videos for you. This is all about emergency. I call it self-reliance, emergency preparedness. Being able to go ahead and be able to take care of yourself. Should you ever be in a situation where you have no power, you have no electricity, you have no propane, you have no gas to be able to run a generator. And if you have no propane to run your propane stoves, or electricity to run your electric anything, you could get lots of hopefully you have a lot of backup wood, but some of us don't have a place to put a lot of wood in, right? So a lot of people don't, not everybody has a room like some of us do. And so this is a way for you, literally in your backyard, if you need to be able to sit there and be able to cook. You can walk around the neighborhood and find branches that are torn. You go over to the park and do that. Or you know what? You prepare ahead of time and realize, I may be in this situation. Maybe I need to go get maybe I need to go get a couple of buckets of branches and break it all down and put it away. This way, in case there's an emergency, you're ready. Okay, you don't have to have stocks of wood, but that little bit of stuff will be able to help you. And if you do have wood, make sure you break it enough. If this is the route you're going to go. If you're not going to do a fire pit or whatever the case may be. Reason I like this style is because it doesn't take a lot of wood. So I don't go through my wood my wood pile real fast, because most of the time you throw a couple of logs of wood, that's more than the wood I'm using here, and I'm going to need that probably for my wood burning stove. So you may need it for your fireplace. You may need it, you may need it for something else, and so you want to minimize the amount that you use. So take that pile and break those logs up even smaller to be able to use for this, if that's what you're doing. So this is a really neat project. I highly recommend it. Try it out. These bricks, these cinder blocks. You know what? This whole thing right here, you could probably go to Lowe's and $10. probably roughly about 10, 12 bucks, and you have a Cinderblock stove. It's the again, there's a lot of people that say, hey man, these things get hot and they can explode. I can't say I'm just telling you, done this for years. Then this is, I was a kid, my dad showed me this. I'm telling you, you know what? It's, if you throw this on a superheated oven or whatever the case may be, and it's got that direct heat all the way around this thing, probably. If these things are soaking wet and you do that, you can have an issues. But everything that's ever happened with these, and I'll be honest with you, everything that's ever happened to me, have they gone bad because of the heat? Absolutely. It's called the heat and the cold. It's contracting, and what ends up happening, these end up cracking. So that's the biggest thing that I've ever had, is these things cracking. So you do what you need to do. This is when it's a survival situation. This is what I do, and not even survival situation. Just been in the backyard and making some cool stuff, and then teaching. So I hope this helps you. I hope gives you some ideas on some things you could do, projects at home to prepare in case of an emergency. Try it out. It's pretty neat, and it could save your life someday. I'm gonna keep eating this chili. This chili's good. Where's my hot chocolate? Let me get some more hot chocolate. Y'all take care. We'll see you later.